Hello, it's Ron Climer again, and today we are in this book, Modern Real Estate Practice in North Carolina, and I'm on page 752, and I'm just going to do question 31 through 35. And there's my phone number if you need it, 828-440-1064. You can contact me at ronclimer@yahoo.com if for any reason you want to, and you just never know. But here we are on question 31 on page 752, and it says the tract of land is 1.25 acres. The lot is 150 feet deep. How much will it sell for at $65 per front foot? Per front foot. Now, you remember we talked about front feet before, and we said very expensive property often sells that way. Well, this is a little bit complicated, but I think we can figure it out. Number one, we've got an acre and a quarter of land. We got 1.25 acres. So what we need to do is convert that to square feet so we can figure out what the dimensions of the lot are. So we know that there's 43,560 square feet in an acre. We got that memorized, and by the way, if you don't have it memorized, go ahead and memorize it because you need to know it. So how many square feet do we have here? All right, we have 43,560 times 1.25 acres. So we have 54,450 square feet. Now, we know the formula for area is area equals length times width. Well, we know the depth of the lot is given in the question, 150 feet. So the lot is 150 feet deep, and once we do that arithmetic, that's going to come to 54,450 square feet. So how can we figure out the depth? Well, if we take the total square feet, 54,450, and we divide it by the length, which we know, which is 150 feet deep, that should tell us how many feet of frontage we have. All right, let's try that. 54,450 divided by 150, and my calculator says 363 feet of frontage. So this property is 363 feet on the street and 150 feet deep. 54,450 square feet. Now, the question says, what would it sell for if it sold for $65 per square foot? And the answer is 363 feet times $65. All right, I got the 363 on my calculator times $65, and my calculator says $23,595. So if you're paying $65 per front foot to get this acre and a quarter property, which is 54,450 square feet, which is 363 front feet times the $65, and that is choice number C in the book. And so that's question 31. That's how many dollars it takes to buy that vacant lot there at $65 per square foot. All right, let's take a look at question 2, or question 32, and I'm going to go ahead and erase this. And question 32 says if a broker received a 6.5% commission that was $5,200, what was the sale price of the property? You know, one way you could do this problem, you could just look at the 4 answers, times them all by 0.065, and only one of them would come to $5,200. Not a bad plan, but here's probably a better plan. Here's probably a better plan. If his commission is $5,200, now we're looking for the price. So if we knew the price, which we don't, but if we did, the price times 0.065, 6.5%, is going to give us $5,200. So if we do the price times the commission rate, that would give us the $5,200. Well, we don't know the price, but if we do this arithmetic backwards, $5,200 divided by 0.065, let's try that. $5,200 divided by 0.065, and my calculator says $80,000. So that property is an $80,000 property, which is choice number B. By the way, Miss Grantham told us in the 4th grade, check your work. So what if we take that number times 0.065? Does that come to $5,200? Yes, it does. You don't want to be taking this exam, this North Carolina real estate exam, but one time. You don't want to be taking that a couple, 3 times. So check your work. You're not in any hurry. Number 33. A man earns $20,000 per year, and he can qualify for a monthly PITI payment equal to 25% of his monthly salary. If the annual tax and insurance is $678.24 per year, what loan amount will he qualify for if the monthly PI payment factor is $10.29 per thousand of the loan amount? Whew! Is that complicated enough for you? I think so. All right. Now, this question says that our hero can qualify for a loan that is 25% of his monthly salary. All right? He's making $20,000 per year. All right? Let's divide that by 12 months to figure out his monthly salary. All right? $20,000 divided by 12 months. So he is making $1,666.67 per month. All right? That is the monthly income that he has. So it says his PITI payments can be 25% of that. Is that right? Yeah, that's right. So let's times that by 25%, or 0.25. All right? So times 0.25, and my calculator says that he can afford a total payment of $416.67 per month. That's the payment he can afford. All right? Now, the house he wants to buy has $678.24 annually in taxes and insurance. And by the way, I presume that anybody watching these videos has been to real estate school and understands what PITI is. What PITI is we take your mortgage payment, principal and interest, and then we take your taxes and divide them by 12, your insurance and divide them by 12, and add that to your payment, because the mortgage company knows you're going to have to pay these things. Well, what they like to do is collect them from Mr. Borrower by the month and then pay the taxes for him when they're due, pay the insurance for him when it's due. And most people like making their payments PITI. Well, in this case, the taxes and the insurance are $678 per year. All right, let's divide that by 12 months. And how much is that per month? And my calculator says 678.24 divided by 12 months. So that is $56.52 per month for the taxes and insurance. Well, our hero can qualify for a $416 total payment, for a total payment of $416. So we're going to subtract the $56.52, and that's going to tell us how much principal and interest payment he can qualify for. All right, so let's try that. Let's see, $416.67 minus $56.52 equals $360.15. So that is the payment that he can afford. He can afford a PI. You see that in the question? PI, principal and interest, payment of $360.15. Now it says here in the question that the monthly PI payment factor is $10.29 per $1,000. That means if you borrowed $1,000, your payments would be $10.29 a month. If you borrowed $10,000, your payments would be that number times 10, or $102.90 a month. Well, in our case, we want to figure out what he can get for that much money. So what we're going to do is take the $360.15 and divide it by the $10.29. All right, and what does that give us? I got the calculator. Divided by $10.29, and my calculator says 35 per $1,000. So his payments are 35. We're going to times that by 1,000, and he can qualify for a $35,000 loan. He can qualify for a $35,000 loan. Let's see if that's one of the choices. Yes, it is. And y'all know the answers are in the back, don't you? And that's the right answer. And so there you go. We took his annual income, turned it into monthly income. We took his monthly income times 25%. This is the PITI payment that he can qualify for. We took the T&I given in the question, divided by 12, turned it into a monthly figure. We subtracted the monthly T&I, and that gave us the P&I. So the PI, we want it to be this. If we divide that by the 1029, that'll give us 35, and it's per 1,000, so it's $35,000. And so that's how you do that question 33. Whew, that's a complicated question if you ask me, folks. So that one's pretty complicated, that question 33. And so let's jump down here and see what question 34 has for us. Find the cost of a building that is 29 by 34 by 17 with a gable roof 8 feet high at the highest point, and the cost of construction is $2.25 per cubic foot. Holy moly. Now there's a question. Now by the way, that question presumes that you know what a gable roof is. And a gable roof is a roof just like this book sitting on top of the house, standing open like that. It's like a pup tent. Well, now if you had a two-dimensional figure of a gable roof, there's the house and there's the roof. Now in this case, the roof is 8 feet at the tallest place. So what you've got to do is figure out the volume of the house. Oh, I don't think you would ever have to do this in real life. Figure out the volume of the house. And the roof is basically 2 triangles. Does that make sense? It's basically 2 triangles. So you have to know how to compute triangles. Now y'all remember the formula for a rectangle is area equals length times width. Well, if you stop and think about it, if we call this a rectangle, area equals length times width divided by 2, because a triangle is half of a rectangle, at least this triangle is. So let's see how this works out. Our house is 29 by 34 by 17. All right, so volume equals length times width times height. All right, what's our length? 29 feet. What's our width? 34 feet. And what's our height? 17 feet. All right, let's try this. Where we at? 29 times 34 times 17. And my calculator says that the house is 16,762 cubic feet. Alright, so that's 16,762 cubic feet in the house. And now it says here the gable roof at the highest point is 8 feet. So let's do this. Let's compute this rectangle here, which is going to be 8 times, this is 8 feet here, so this is going to be 8 feet here. And how far is this going to be? It's going to be half of the width. Is that right? Which is, well, no, it's going to be the width, 34. Alright, so 8 times 8 times 34. Let's see. 8 times 8 times 34 equals, this is 2,000, this is 2,176. But we got to divide that by 2 because we only got half of it. Divide it by 2. And my calculator says that this area here is 1,088 cubic feet. 1,088 cubic feet. Did I do that right? No, I didn't do it right. Because it's, I forgot, this is a 2-dimensional figure. We're looking at a 3-dimensional figure. Alright, so I did that wrong. Here's what's right. 29 by 34, but not by 17, by 8 feet. Alright? So 29 by 34 by 8 is 7,888, but we've only got half of it. So we're going to divide that by 2. Divide it by 2, and that is 3944 cubic feet. So we got 3944 cubic feet in the, I guess you call it the attic or whatever, and 16,762 cubic feet in the rest of the house. And so there you go. Pardon me for going off on that tangent. You know, I could go back and correct this, but, you know, do it again, but I'm not going to. So, we got 16,762 plus 3944. So we got 6017. This is a 0. 20,706. 20,706 cubic feet times $2.24. Let me write that over here. 2,766 cubic feet times it cost $2.25 to build that, and that's going to come to a total of $706. That's going to come to $46,588. $46,588 to build that house there, and that's answer number B in my book. So area equals length times width, but volume equals length times width times height. So we took our 29 by 34, the depth, by 17 to give us this number. Then we took the attic, 29 by 34 by 8, and we divided that by 2 because it's a triangle. And that gave us the 3944. We took the 3944, 16,762, added them together. Total cubic feet is 20,766 times $2.25, 46,588. Any questions? Wish you were here. All right. Our last quant problem is question number 35. It says you've invested $50,000. That is, you bought a $50,000 building. You're hoping to get a rate of 12%. How much income does this property generate? Now, y'all remember this, I over RV. You're looking for the rate, there's the formula. You're looking for the value, there's the formula. You're looking for the income, there's the formula. Two numbers next to each other are times, and we are looking for the income. So income equals R times V. The V, $50,000. The rate, 12%. Hold on. $50,000 times 0.12 is $6,000. So that property better be generating $6,000 a year, or whoever bought it is not going to be getting a 12% return. So this is Ron Climer, wishing you luck on your North Carolina real estate exam. And if there's any way I can help you, just give me a call or send me an email or send me a letter or put a comment here on the YouTube. Thank you.